morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank you all for coming here today. And I am so grateful that all of you could come here today and arrive safely. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Gaby Shania Pratama, and I am the student of Bina University, majoring in marketing communication. And today, I will give you the speech about child abuse, one of the most serious problems in this world. I will talk about the definition of child abuse, the effects of child abuse, and how to prevent child abuse. Every day, we hear incidents about crimes against children which are widely reported in our media. We used to wonder how a human can misbehave with a small, innocent, helpless child, and sometimes take solace to the fact that it happens elsewhere and to an unknown child. But the fact is today, 1 out of 3 girls and out of 5 boys are subjected to sexual abuse before they reach age 18, and approximately 5 children die every day because of the consequence of child abuse. This also means we are also losing the energy and focus of our young generation, and today child abuse is considered as a widespread epidemic against children. It's a criminal offense, and the world is gearing up to stop it. So, what is child abuse? Child abuse is a physical, sexual, or psychological maltreatment or neglect of a child or children, especially by a parent or other caregiver. There are many forms of child maltreatment, such as neglect, physical abuse, sexual abuse, exploitation, and emotional abuse. About 28.3% of adults report being physically abused as a child. 20.7% of adults reported being sexually abused as a child. 10.6% of adults report being emotionally abused as a child, and many more that has been caused by these problems. In Indonesia, these problems are quite serious too. KPAI said that in 2017, there are 116 child abuse cases that had been reported. KPAI also said that from 2015 to 2017 are the most apprehensive year of child abuse cases in Indonesia because it's increasing. And about 900,000 of children in Indonesia are being reported being abused. The rate of sexual violence against girls is about 3.5% in Indonesia, and boys are about 8% in Indonesia. One example of child abuse cases in Indonesia is happened on 2016 in Jakarta at SDN 7 Cilandak Barat that involved a 9-year-old student that being abused by his own PE teacher. He had done this several times and with several victims from that school. Also in 2017 at Tangerang Selatan, a 13-year-old girl is sexually abused by her own boyfriend. Also in Jakarta Selatan, 2 daughters that are underage are sexually abused by their own father. This happens on August 2017 when victims are on their room and his wife are not at home. He used this opportunity to abuse his 2 daughters. Most of the time, kids know their abusers and the abuse happens in the home. This makes it difficult for kids to speak up. They may feel trapped by the affection they feel for their abusers or fearful of the power of the abusers have over them, so they stay silent. That's why it's especially important to be able to recognize the signs of child abuse. We can see that child abuse can affect the victims physically and mentally. Some of the effects are anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, experiences flashbacks, difficulty with maintaining relationships. There are also behavioral effects such as self-harm, eating disorder, trouble sleeping, and criminal activity. And some physical effects such as bruises, head trauma, difficulty of sitting or walking, broken bones, sexually transmitted diseases, pain in genital area, poor hygiene, and many more. You can imagine being a child who fears his own parents. Imagine being a child who has to live with the fear of getting beaten up every single day of his life. Imagine being a child who does not want her mom to leave for work because she knows that she will be sexually abused by her caretaker as soon as her mom leaves. Imagine being a child who has no one to share his thoughts with. So I think this is the time we have to act together and stop the child abuse. Whether you are a parent, a teacher, a relative, or a caregiver, you can make a difference and help the children you love grow up in caring and loving environment. Adults don't have to be perfect. They're just willing to listen, learn, grow, and change. We can prevent child abuse to help and keep your child and the child we all cared for. Some of the prevention is 1. Participate in your child's activities and get to know your child's friends. 2. Never leave your child unattended, especially in the car. 3. Teach your child how to use their voice to allow them to prevent abuse in their own life. 4. Listen to them and believe in what they say. 5. Raise awareness in your family, especially your child. 6. Be a nurturing parent. 7. Help a friend, neighbor, or a relative. 8. Help to develop parenting resources at your local library. 9. Promote programs in school. 10. Mentor your child's television, video, and internet viewing or usage. Abuse don't have to ruin a child's life, as long as it's stopped and dealt with. The earlier abuse can be identified and stopped, the less destructive it will be. Healing from the abuse and dealing with it aftermath can also start that much earlier. Also, if you see any signs of abuse around you, or you yourself are involved in abusive relationship, make sure you get help right away. Or you can go to Indonesian Child Protect Commission or KPAI if you're in Indonesia and ask them for help. I think that's all for my speech. Thank you all for attending and listening to my speech. I hope we all can raise awareness more and help many children out there from being abused. Thank you and have a nice day.